All right, good evening or early evening or late evening to you, depending on where you are tuning in from. Great to see your guys' faces. Thanks for getting on with us tonight. I always love seeing who's on. If you're joining us
I know
live,
what I'm
thank
doing.
you.
I go through and I look through. I'm like, all right, who is here?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Yes, if you're joining us live, thank you so much. We love seeing you. And if you're tuning into the recording, thank you so much for watching us back. We are starting off the call tonight. So we have a lot we want to cover. So this is going to go really fast tonight. But we're starting off the call tonight with, we want you to put in the chat, what is your vote? What do you think? What are you hoping for? Is the new super secret LTO slash partnership slash could be a new licensing agreement? What are you hoping for? What would you be so excited to see? We were just rehashing before we opened up the waiting room. We were rehashing last year when they announced Willy Wonka, the Willy Wonka collection at SFR last year. That was a surprise to everybody. Nobody knew that was coming. And that was really, really exciting. And so I anticipate they're going to do something like that again, because I can tell you, none of us, myself included, Rand, Tammy, Anna, none of us know what the super secret LTO is. Scentsy has been very tight-lipped, and they have told us nobody has seen it. And so it will be a surprise for all. But I want to know. Okay, so Anna,
Got some
I know you're following the chat, so
I
yell
always
it
am.
out.
You know me, I'm always following the chat. Okay, what's going on in the chat? We got Grinch, we got Wizard of Oz, we got Grinch, we got new licensing, we got more Disney, we got Wizard of Oz, we got something Disney, we got Peanuts, we got Grinch. We got a lot of people singing the Grinch. I don't know. We got going Dr. Seuss.
I have a theory.
What is it, Patty?
Okay. So my theory is I had ideas, and then when they showed the end of month and they went like this and they squished it, it was basically about this high and it was round sitting on his hand. And immediately my head went to Shrek's house is a tree stump. And they just opened DreamWorks at Universal. And the fact that we're going to Universal, even though we have a partnership with Disney, and Shrek turns 20 this year.
Oh, that is a really Patty Wonder. I like
So that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it, but I could be totally wrong.
I could see that. I could see that. I was thinking maybe Minions because it's in that Universal park that we're going to. I was thinking maybe Transformers because it's in that park. But I definitely think new licensing. Definitely new licensing. But if we get DreamWorks, what else does that open up?
That's
Shrek.
There's
This
lots
is-
of things that are DreamWorks, but
Mhm.
Rachel Hamill, E.T. We got Trolls. Alyssa Suter says Trolls.
Could be.
Yeah,
There's
because that's DreamWorks for sure.
let's see.
Interesting. I can't wait.
So Amber said Peanuts, Grinch, new licensing, Disney, Super Mario,
Yep.
uh,
Madagascar. Patty, you are Poppy.
Simpsons, Dr. Seuss, Grinch, Jurassic Park. Yep, you said E.T., Trolls, Madagascar. Uh, yeah, who knows? Well, we're going to see, and it'll be interesting. So hold on to remember what you said in this chat so that we can give you kudos if you were correct on an upcoming Team Zoom. We'll know very, very soon, which leads us to what to expect next week. So many of you, have attended an SFR before. You know what to expect. You are excited, and you get that enthusiasm that we are so contagiously sharing right now. For those of you that have never attended an SFR before, you don't have any idea what to expect, or you've maybe never attended, never seen. I think, did I see that Molly is brand new tonight? Laura, am I right? Molly is brand new. So Molly, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. We have quite a few new consultants that have joined and that are tuning in with us, or have been tuning in with us the last couple of weeks. We've also had some consultants that have reinstated their accounts. And so it's really exciting to see that people are getting in. They're either joining and starting their new Scentsy businesses now, or coming back and reinstating ahead of the fall selling season. So as we all know, this is kind of like the July is a little bit like when it's like the calm before the storm in a really good way, because as soon as August hits, August will be our 10% off month. It's our transition month, which means we will be transitioning out of the spring summer catalog and into the fall winter catalog. The fall winter catalog will start September 1st and run through the end of January. So this next catalog will be 6 months, unless of course they change it, but I don't anticipate that they're going to do that, that it will still be the 6 months. But September 1st, the fall winter catalog will begin. And so if you are sitting on spring summer catalogs right now, start thinking about getting those out. You don't want to be at the end of your catalog season, getting ready for fall winter and having a ton of your spring summers left available. We're kind of giving you that push right now to get those catalogs out. You have about a month and 20 days left in the current catalog. But August will be transition month, and then new catalog will start September 1st. But SFR. So what to expect. So SFR will begin on Monday evening. For those of us in attendance, it will begin with leadership. There's a leadership dinner, and it's kind of the kickoff to SFR. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we will all be shuffling in and out of product displays, and there will be a product Scentsy museum for the first time ever at an SFR. And Anna, can we give the spoiler alert that the Scentsy museum is how large?
300,000 square feet. So if you're a football fan, that's like 5 football fields.
That is
Whoa.
how large the Scentsy Museum
Yeah.
is that they are setting up at SFR. So we will be shuffling in and out of a product expo, or just the learning expo is what it is, the learning expo, where there will be a ton of different booths set up, manned either by or womaned by home office or other consultants, our consultant peers. In fact, within our group, we have Tammy Frazier, Cindy Abraham, Robin Martin. Who else is stationed and in the Scentsy Expo? Is anybody else? I don't want to leave you out. If you
Oh,
are,
we want
Patty
to
Wonder.
Yeah, Patty Wonder. Yep.
I'm looking for hands, or if your camera's off, I can't see your hands, so you'll have to drop it in the chat. But so some of our very own will be in the product expo, the learning expo, sharing their knowledge and enthusiasm with everybody in attendance. There is about 8,000 consultants that will be in person in Florida for SFR next week. The opening kickoff party at Universal Studios, which will be Tuesday night. There is about 11,000 guests, 11,000 consultants and guests that'll be attending that opening night at Universal Studios. Scentsy has closed down, or Universal Studios, because of Scentsy, has closed down Universal Studios from 8 p.m., I believe, until midnight. And Scentsy has run of Universal Studios. So we're looking forward to that. But there will be, so again, product display. So as new products get announced at SFR, those products will show up in the product display area so that consultants in attendance can take pictures with those products, see them up close, touch them, smell new fragrances. The product display is always being added to during SFR as things get announced. The Learning Expo with all of the booths and opportunities there for learning. The Scentsy Museum, I'm sure we will be taking tons and tons of pictures in there and sharing those with you. There will be general sessions, and in those general sessions, there will be keynotes. We have Heidi and Orville, the owners of Scentsy that are returning to SFR this year. So they will be hearing from them. We will hear, I'm sure, from consultant speakers on stage. And then there is product giveaways, product announcements. We will get to see the new fall winter catalog. We will get to see and hear about new products that we'll be launching for the fall. The super secret LTO. We will also find out where SFR next year will be. We will find out what the fall winter incentive will look like and where we are looking to, where we will be working to earn, where we'll be going for the fall winter incentive. We'll learn about that there. We'll also learn who becomes Scentsy's, who's crowned as Scentsy's 2024 20-year shining star or stars. And so this reunion next week is a global reunion, which means all consultants from all across the globe will be attending or have the opportunity to attend in Orlando. Most years.
And
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, and one more thing, like once we know what the catalog is gonna look like for the next fall, we have a good idea, we have a definite idea of what's not gonna be continuing with us into the next season too. So
Yes.
that's always information to have.
Yes. So anyway, all of this to say, there will be a lot of hype, a lot of excitement, and we encourage you to tune into the team pages to follow along. We do have many consultants within our Zoom community tonight that are attending virtual SFR, which means they registered to have the streaming link and watch from home. And we appreciate you. We're so excited to have you be a part of our Orlando. And so we have virtual attendees, and then in-person attendees will be sharing all kinds of goodness on the team pages next week. So if you are wanting to know what's going on at SFR, tune into those team pages, but always keeping in mind that when you have 8,000 people in one convention center, service stinks. And so a lot of the posts will probably end up happening once everybody disperses and gets out of the convention center and to their own little corner of their hotel room with Wi-Fi to be able to share. So if something doesn't get shared right away, it's probably because everybody's trying to share at once, and that just it stinks. It's always so crazy because we're like, we want to share this, but I have no service, I have no signal, I can't do it. And so anyway, all of that to say, tune into the team pages next week where those attendees in Orlando will be keeping you up to speed with all of the exciting things that are coming. Okay. I don't think I left anything off. And if I did,
I don't
okay.
think you did either.
That's how excited I am about SFR. I love this event. I love this event. It's my favorite event. And then all of you are going to say to me, Melissa, every event is your favorite event, and everything Scentsy is your favorite. And yes, you are right. You are right. But a couple other things we want to call your attention to tonight. And that is, if you have not seen already, there is a warehouse sale tomorrow. Scentsy is holding a warehouse sale. It's also known as a flash sale, up to 80% off products. That is on, that is via your PWS. So online shoppers will have the ability to go to your PWS, go under specials, and the warehouse sale will be there. It will begin at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. It is slated to run for 24 hours, but it really is a while supplies last type of sale. When things are gone, they're gone. Anna.
I was going to say, if you are not 100% positive that your PWS is up and running, I would encourage you tonight to go to your web browser, type your link in just to make sure that it works. You want to make sure that it works tonight rather than being scrambling tomorrow morning. So it's something super easy that you can fix via your account tab to get your PWS back up and running, reinstated for the sale. Very simple to do. And even if you reinstate it just for this month and take it back down again, I don't encourage that, but you know, we want you to be able to take part in this sale. So make sure that your PWS is up and running, verify that it's up and running, so that way you're good to go tomorrow.
Can I
And
just
here's,
can I just add something to that?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you put it in your browser, it'll still bring it up because of your cookies and your cache. So you think it is. I tell my whole team, go to your accounts tab, go down to PWS, and make sure it doesn't say subscribe.
Yeah, that's a good point, Patty.
Because sometimes people's payments didn't go through.
Yeah.
And they don't know that their PWS isn't working, but they go and they go, oh no, it's working, but it doesn't. And so Yeah, just double checking workstation.
Really, yep,
Yeah.
yep, double,
I've seen it
triple check.
happen.
Yep.
Totally
Yep.
valid. Thanks, Patty. So the warehouse sale will be July 10th, starting at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's up to 80% off of some of your favorite products. And always keep in mind with warehouse sales or flash sales, shipping is longer. So it can take up to 20 days for shipping, but whoever is shopping online will be notified of that as well. It will say, please expect longer than normal shipping times. Inform your teams that this is happening. Do not assume that every one of your team members logs into the dashboard to see it for themselves or tunes into the Facebook page at the right time to catch the post that this sale is going on. It's up to you, if you have a team, to let your team know that this flash sale, this warehouse sale is happening tomorrow so that they are aware of it. Okay, bring back my bar voting opened. So round 1 starts yesterday and runs until tomorrow. So if you wanted to vote for bring back my bars in the first round, yesterday through tomorrow. Round 2 starts Wednesday and ends Friday. So just letting you know, the round 1, you'll be voting for bars exclusively from the very first Scentsy catalog. So this round includes classic Scentsy fragrances many of you may not have ever had a chance to experience. And then round 2 is choose from the top 200 fragrances that were discontinued before January of 23, including licensed bars. The top 5 fragrances from round 1 and the top 15 fragrances from round 2 will be available for purchase on your PWS starting January 1st. So we're voting now for the January 1st Bring Back My Bars. Okay, calling your attention to that. Then also calling your attention to something brand new. And this is on your news tab. You can now download the new free Scentsy Connect app on your phone. So you can manage your customer relationships, master your follow-up, and grow your business through this brand new app from Scentsy. Scentsy Connect is available through the App Store on Apple or the Google Play Store. You can master the art of follow-up and transform every customer interaction into an opportunity with Scentsy Connect. Consultants who tested the app call it a game changer, and nearly 90% of consultants who use Scentsy Connect say they're now confident with their customer follow-up. In fact, most test users saw increased sales and a boost to their PRV. It is basically like a digital assistant. Okay, so Scentsy Connect is designed specifically for you to help you take your business to the next level. It curates tasks and follow-up reminders so you stay on track and invest time in activities that bring results. Allows you to reach out to customers right from the app. There's no need to switch between mail, texting, or different messaging platforms. It even makes phone calls. It connects to the same data as your workstation, so there's no need to build contact or order lists from scratch. Everything you need to get rolling is already in the app. Consultants who previously relied on Maven or Sell with Amy will be right at home with Scentsy Connect. So all of you that have been asking if an Amy replacement is coming, here it is. Here it is, Scentsy Connect. You can download it today. And there is a little training video or a little video. Hold on, we'll let that focus right there in the news article for Scentsy Connect. So that is on your workstation, your dashboard. Go to news, click on the article for Scentsy Connect, and you can see all of the information there. It's very pretty. And Anna, you were part of the test group, so you are loving it.
I'm loving it. I was just in messaging Patty back. She said that there's not a team function in it though that she's found. And that's true. There is not a team function in it yet. However, that is slated to be added as a feature. I will say I love Scentsy Connect. I've been using it and really, really missing Amy or Maven so much because that's how I really did all of my follow-up. And I just need somebody to remind me who I'm following up with and when, and kind of encourage me. These ones are overdue. But every time I opened it and I did some follow-up, even if I just told myself I'm just going to do 2 or 3 follow-up and then I'm going to move on with other things for the day, every time I opened it up, I ended up getting another sale. So I will tell you, it's worth the effort to just open it and do the tasks that they give you.
Yes. And this is a really good time to remind you that the way you enter the information that's in Scentsy Connect will be great from PWS orders because those are customer entered, right? Your customers are entering PWS orders. However, when you are entering in customer information on your workstation, when you're entering parties or guests into parties, or you're placing individual orders for customers, the information is only as good as the information you put in. So if somebody orders 6 bars of wax from you, and instead of putting it under their name, you put it under your own name just to get the order in and place that order, guess who's going to show up in Scentsy Connect for you to follow up with? You. Yourself, not the customer that those 6 bars were for. So keep in mind the information you put in will be as helpful or irrelevant as
and that goes for what they order, but it also goes for if you enter a customer and you put your own phone number or your own email address in, you go to reach out to that person. If you don't have their contact information in there, it's not going to help you. So that's the same as what it was on the contacts tab anyways, but we digress. It's useful. You just got to be using it the right way.
Yep. Okay, Anna, and I know you're watching the chat. Is there any questions that have come in or anything that we need to mention?
Not yet. Not that I've seen. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Let me know again, because I'm trying to keep up on all of the things as they come through here. But a lot of support for the new app, and so
yes, so exciting, so exciting. Don't forget, still have a $20 join special for this month. So just remember that's still going on. Okay. I think that covers a lot of the announcements. We will not have a Tuesday night call next week because we'll be at SFR, and we will let you know if there will be a Wednesday virtual cubicle. We'll let you know next week if that is going to happen. If it gets posted on the page, then it'll be happening. And if it does not, then it won't be, but we'll let you know. But definitely no Tuesday night call next week, and then we'll resume the following week on Tuesday. So you get a week off so that you can tune into all of the great SFR news that'll be happening. All right. No evening Wednesday cubicle next week for sure, because Aubrey runs our evening cubicle and she will be at SFR. And SFR, I probably should have said this right at the beginning, is the same as Scentsy Convention. We just call it Scentsy Family Reunion, SFR for short, but it's convention, international convention. Okay, many of you, if you've been tuning into either Together We Scent or the Flash Family of Teams Facebook pages, you are well aware that we are running Jammin' in July this month. It is our month-long community-wide program. Doesn't matter your title, doesn't matter how long you've been with Scentsy, doesn't matter how it just doesn't matter. If you're part of the community, you get to take part in Jammin' in July. So you've seen that each day, maybe you've seen, if you haven't, please tune in. You've seen that each day we've had a really fun engagement graphic. I will tell you, I loved seeing your guys' pet profile pictures for a dating site. That was amazing. I had so much fun with that. And Laura, you made me laugh at the comments that you were making back to people about their pets' profile pictures, especially somebody had posted like a picture with multiple animals in it. And Laura came back and said, now, which animal is dating in this picture? And I just thought that was hilarious. And so Laura, thank you for the fun. But anyhow, those engagement graphics have been tons of fun. If you'd like to see Darwin the turtle, you could tune into that post. Yvonne shared Darwin with us. I love getting to see your guys' pets, and that was a really fun thread. But we've been doing really fun posts each day in conjunction with posting the bingo card for each week that we are working toward, or that we're working on. So this week's bingo card is purple. And how are we doing on bingo? And here's the question that we wanted to ask. So 16 of you reported bingos last week. Congratulations. Give yourself a round of applause.
Can I read off the people who got
Yeah.
bingo? I mean, I just feel like they should get a little something recognition wise for like doing the dang thing, because that's
Absolutely.
so shout out to Debbie Kuna, Christy Zimmerman, Laura Hedrick, Candy freaking Sanders. She actually put freaking in there, so I had to read it that way. Jody Herring, Whitney Christie Sanders, Rachel Hamill, Wendy Deal, Nicole Guziak, Robin Martin, Cassie DeForest, Cindy Abraham, and Amy Abdishon. And me. I got a bingo.
Woo! That's awesome. Awesome. But you did not fill out the jot form.
No, I didn't.
I did
but
not
I just
fill out the
wanted to
jot
let
form.
you know, I
But-
am actually doing this along with you.
Yes, we are. We are. And that's one of the cool things about our community and our group is that the leaders won't have you do anything or work toward anything they don't work toward themselves. And that
Oh, wait. Rachel Hamill wants to know, did you get a bingo, Melissa?
I got a bingo.
Oh, good. Okay.
I got a bingo. Yes, Rachel Hamill. Absolutely. I got a bingo.
Oh, dear.
Did
Um,
you? I have a question. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Did you want us to turn them in if we didn't have bingos? Because I didn't get a bingo.
You could, or you didn't have to. And that's the thing, is that just because you didn't get a bingo, or just because we had 16 bingos, doesn't mean that there weren't tons of you working towards your bingos. So we don't want anybody to feel less than because you didn't get a bingo, because sometimes you play bingo and you don't win.
I mean,
And you-
realistically, you could play the bingo game and you could do 4 squares plus the freebie and get a bingo, or you could fill out 15 different squares on there and still have it all over the place and not get a
Yep.
bingo. So you could have busted your butt. And actually, if you click the link to go to the jot form to fill it out, the last question on there is like, rank your effort this week from 1 stars to 5 stars. We're just curious, like, you get to rank yourself. There's no wrong answer. It's just feedback for accountability for yourself to say, you know, I worked really hard this week, even if I didn't get a bingo. I didn't work that hard, but I did get a bingo. You know, it's okay. It's just for
Yes.
fun.
And that's just it. We are by no means making anybody feel like, oh, because you didn't get a bingo, you didn't work your tail off, because that's not true. Like Anna said, you could pretty much have you could have a ton of this. So you could have half the bingo card filled out and it just not align. But where, if anybody wants to share, was there a part that you got stuck on, you were working towards your bingo, and what tripped you up, or what prevented you from getting the bingo, or what was your, because we have some ideas that we are going to share also for some PRV generating things here in a second. Anna did 2 really, really cool things this past week, and I know many of you do really cool things, and you're welcome to share those as well. But was there anywhere that you got tripped up on the bingo card?
Tammy B says Tammy had a hard time with the 10 follow-ups, but now with that new app that she doesn't have an excuse for that. You're right. That's going to make it a little bit easier. It's a good job. Yvonne said that she missed it with a fan and pods.
Okay.
That one I got with like a very random PWS order. I was like, totally score. I didn't solicit that one, but it worked out. So Katrina in-person party was a tough one. Angie Vance, again, in-person party is a tough one. Kim E, already sent a follow-up on the app. Oh, okay. Brandy Moore said that she stayed with her comfort zone. This week she's going to be stepping up.
Awesome.
Lori said the hard part was an in-person party. But yeah, that's good. I know that the hard thing is, and this is what Annette was saying too, she was saying that she found that the way that the squares were, it pushed her to go for the ones that she was missing in her line. And I found that to be true for me too. I was like, okay, if I just do this, I'll have a bingo. You know what I mean? So it pushed me to do the things that I wouldn't necessarily as readily do. So I love that. It was even good for me. It pushed me to do things. So yeah.
So we have a new bingo card this week, as you've seen. Bingo starts over. So last week's bingo, even though you can still work on, those are all amazing business tasks and items on all the bingo cards. And some of them will continue from week, to week because they're important. And some of them were just in first week, but these bingo cards are all really great tasks for you to work your business consistently. And that's a lot of what we wanted to share and demonstrate is that even if you just kept copies of these bingo cards around, you'd have 25 squares times 4 weeks. That's 100 squares of things that you could do for your business that are tasks that are important. So this week we started fresh yesterday. So we're working toward our new bingo cards. Patty Wonder says laminate them and then you could cross them off and you could be running a bingo every day.
Patty Wonder loves that laminating.
She
likes
loves to
all
laminate. She laminated the points lists last month too. Here she's going to show us. Look at. I love it.
Oh, atta girl. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think Robin Martin did too. She laminated those so that she could check them off and then erase. Yeah, that's very cool. I love when we provide tools and you guys want to keep them. That is a compliment. Anna, how about you tell everybody what you did, the two really, really awesome things that you did that generated some PRV.
Okay, so one of the things I had booked last week, I had booked a bag party. So that was one of my things I got to check off. And in the bag party, I thought it would be super fun to create some sort of an incentive for people to keep the bag, because I used to back in the day have a don't keep the bag, pass it on to the next person, and you get a half off item when they do their party. Well, I wanted to incentivize them even farther. So what I did was I made some little packets that had fun things in them. And on them, they had these stickers, and one said current host. The current host one says, open me if you book a keep the bag party. Fun freebies inside, at least 2 full-size Scentsy products and more. So if they got somebody to take the bag, they could open their package, right? And the person who was going to take the bag had a bag of their own, and it says upcoming host, open me if you are keeping the bag for a party. Fun freebies inside, at least 2 full-size Scentsy products and more. What did I put in these bags? I put in a bathroom cleaner that I bought on a flash sale. So tomorrow, think about these things. Get some cheap stuff that you could stuff in these bags. I put a bathroom cleaner that I got cheap, and I put an old travel tin in there because I had some random travel tins in my stock. And then I put some other like little things like dollar store stuff, like a dollar store pair of socks and like a cotton cleanup and a couple of different samples in there that I just had some extra samples. It wasn't anything that was super major, but it looked fun. And they're like, man, I really want to like get somebody to take this bag so I can open it up. And they were jazzed. And guess what? I booked another bag party. So I get to mark that off on my bingo card again by doing this, by putting that in with my mobile party with all of the testers and catalogs and stuff. I shoved these guys in the bags. So super fun. And that worked really well for me. And so I will make them again. I told the gal on the inside of the one that says for the current host, it says, just a reminder, you're going to get a half off item when your friend closes their party. And on the person who's the upcoming host, there was a note in there that was, let me help you restock the bag when it's time. And here's a couple of hints in being successful as a host, like make yourself a wish list, those sorts of things. And then, yeah, so that was a really great thing. It worked. I told Melissa I was doing it and she's like, oh, that sounds like fun. Well, I said, well, we'll see if it pans out. And sure enough, it did. So now I've got to make 2 more of these, because then the person who has it now can pass it off again. And I don't want that bag back. The longer we can keep that bag going, the more parties that we're going from one person to the next, the better. So I got to make these before we leave for Florida. Be doing that on Cubicle tomorrow. So come to Cubicle. There's my pitch on that. The other thing that I was doing was I was saying, let's send some happy mail. So I was giving my customers the opportunity to send happy mail to a friend for $6. So for $6, they got to send a friend 2 scent circles in the mail. And so I said they would get 2 scent circles in a scented envelope with a note from them and a happy mail sticker on it. So they're getting 2 scent circles. I just grabbed what I happen to have on hand. If you have these, cool. Otherwise, you could order some of them up. If you put them together like this, now you have hard on either side and it fits in your envelope and you can mail it with a non-machinable stamp and not have to worry about it. So I put that in there. I put in some rub and smell stickers because I don't like doing the full sheets. I just use what I've got. And these ones were some of the bring back my bar scents because they've been sitting around for too long. So I shoved that in there. This just says, smell these, your inner child love to scratch and sniff. Did you find a new favorite or 2 or 3, buy 5, get 1 free here. So I shoved that in there. And then on the note, this is the fun part, right? Okay, so the note's really cute and it just says, someone wanted to make you smile today. Want to get in on the fun too? Shoot me a text and I'll send some happy mail for you too. Enjoy your Scentsy scent circles and spread kindness wherever you go. And then I put my information on the bottom. So they're sending this to their friend. And on the back, it says, here's your message. So now whatever the friend said, love you, girl, whatever. But I didn't, here's the fun part. I didn't put who it's from. So they don't know who it's from, even though I said I'm going to send your friends a message. I didn't tell them who it's from. So I said, I put the message and then the bottom, it says, want to know who sent this to you? Text me at the number on the reverse. So now whoever got it, I have their mailing address, their name, and their phone number. And I can offer them the opportunity to do something fun like this for someone else. So yeah, so that was fun. Quick way to, sell $6.
And what did you say to your customer? I know what you said, but share with everybody. What did you say to get people to do this? Because you had people do this and you're sending out scent circles. So what did you say?
What did I specifically say? Well, I sent an email and I sent out text messages. So, because I'm all about the text messages also. So I wrote, what did I write? Now I've got to pull it up. Okay, I said, anyone you'd like to make smile, I'll pop 2 Scentsy scent circles in the mail for you or someone that you love for just $6. Happy mail sticker, note from you, and scented envelopes are included. I'm just in the mood to spread some cheer. With so much craziness in the world these days, a little surprise in someone's mailbox could be a bright spot in their day. Want in? If not, totally okay. Reminder, Bring Back My Bar is on through July if you want to check out the winning fragrances at link. Thanks for reading this. That alone means a lot, Anna.
Oh.
So,
and for a very fast $6 Venmo, and you could do this ahead of time. So you could send out these messages and collect orders once you get, like, let's say you needed 6 times.
Put them all together when all of your scent circles come in, because that's what I needed to do because I sold enough that I had to do that. So
yes, so you could do this ahead of time so that if you don't have scent circles in stock, that doesn't prohibit you from doing this. You can collect people's $6 and however many you want, even maybe to up to 200 to get to a party. So then you could get some free and half price, and then send out that happy mail. So this is a really, really cool idea. I love that Jackie McManus, while you were speaking, did this. And so, but what a cool way to just spread some Scentsy happy on behalf of your current customers to people that could potentially be new customers. And it's just a really, really fun.
That was my thought. I mean, like, for the price of a postage stamp, I'm getting a new customer that I can follow up with. And I love that. I'm putting them into my, into all my messages that I'm going to be sending out for sure.
Yeah.
So
And what what made me do that is like it's genius because it's not spammy. You're not saying share your friend's information with me. You're not trying to say it just was like, oh
no,
my God, that's like so cool.
you know where it
Mhm.
stemmed from? It was from the bingo card asking for 5 referrals. And I was like, how can I do this creatively? So it's a
And
bingo.
that's amazing. Yeah, that is so cool.
Isn't that it's genius. It's
Mhm.
genius. What else is genius is the fact she got the idea doing the bingo card and within 1 hour already had this created and was sending out text messages to collect $6 to send happy mail. In the chat, people would like to know if you'll share the template for it, and I already know the answer.
Here's the
Yes.
problem with the template.
Well, just
The
make it.
problem is that I create things in a way that in an app that is very hard to share. So what I will do is I will give you the entire thing with my information taken off. So it won't be editable, but you will be able to add your information in the space that mine is at. Does that
Yes.
make sense? So you'll have the ability to do that. And I can give you exactly what I said. I texted out and you can edit it to your own accord, but it's not a Canva file, sorry.
Yep. Yep. So you will have the bones of this happy mail little activity. Isn't that fun? Let's go
Yeah.
spread some happy. That's great. And here we are. We are at the almost to the top of the hour. I know Rand wants to give something away. And Anna, maybe you could scan and see if there's something that we didn't answer. Karen, I did see your post in the chat. I will get with you to get you back up and running. Karen just reinstated, and we are all very excited that she's back. But yeah, scan really quickly while Rand does a drawing to see if there's anything that is unanswered or that we need to make sure that we get an answer to. Angie Vance, I also owe you an answer to a question you asked a long time ago. And so I want you to know that has not fallen off my radar. I'm still working on getting your answer.
I have an answer. They answered me today. Anybody that has renting scooters or has a mobile type of unit they're going to be using, they said the buses will all be able to accommodate the way to Universal. The only thing is that if there's a group of us that are together that are on scooters, we may have to separate to the different buses. But we will all get to Universal. They said, do not let that stop you from going. They will make sure that we get where we need to be going.
Perfect. And true Scentsy I'm glad that you got the official answer. Of
Right.
course, my initial thought was Scentsy not leaving anybody on a curb anywhere for under no circumstance. But good.
Right.
I'm glad you got your official answer. I wanted you to
Yes.
know, though, I had not forgotten about you.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay. You're so welcome. Anna, anything that we
Oh, Kim was asking about my scented envelopes, and that is something that I took from Callie Smith, where she takes all of her envelopes like this, and then she takes a cube of wax, and then she just rubs the crap out of them with a cube of wax to make them all smell really good, and it costs you like basically nothing, right? So
Yeah.
that's how we do the scented envelopes anyways.
Yes. Yeah. Because if you spray them with room spray, you get the little droplets. But in this case, with the wax, you just rub the wax on your sharp edges. And there's another little tip and trick of the trade.
Yep.
Okay.
So come to Virtual Cubicle tomorrow. We would love to see you, and you can mark it off of your bingo card.
Yes, we will post it. We'll post the information tonight. There's also a new fancy event set up so that you'll be reminded 30 minutes before, I think 30 or 15 or right before, you'll be reminded that it is happening, but that's at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific.
And at 7 p.m. Eastern time until 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes, so you have 2 opportunities for virtual cubicle. If you don't know what that is, it's just virtual work hours. We get on this Zoom right here, but we are all working on things, getting stuff done, but we're not alone. We get to be together and chat with each other while we get work done. Doesn't have to be Scentsy work that you're working on. You could just come hang out with us. It's totally fine. Cassie's always on cubicle while she's, never mind. She might be doing multiple things while she's on cubicle.
She's multitasking.
Yeah, she's multitasking, but you don't have, and I know that's been a misconception. That's why I'm that's why I'm saying this, is that some people thought, well, if I'm not working on Scentsy, I can't attend virtual cubicle. No, that's incorrect. That is incorrect. You can come hang out with us regardless. If you are mopping your floor and you want to come just be on so that when you pass by the kitchen, you could say hi and you could still listen to what people are doing while you're mopping, totally fine. We just use it as an opportunity to hang out together and work on whatever it is that any of us need to get done. We love it for accountability. And we love it because we've become kind of like, I don't know, got to check in with each other and see how the week's been. So, all right, Rand, draw us a name, give us a winner, and let's send these people on their way tonight.
Got it. You got it. Hey, just a reminder, whoever I pick needs to message me on Facebook Messenger. Please make sure you do that within 2 days, because otherwise it gets really crazy. So yeah, okay, here is our name. Katrina.
Yay! So Katrina, you are going to send Andrea Hatch a private message with your shipping mailing address.
Yay.
Rand, Katrina will be at SFR. I'm just letting you know that too. So in case
You want
We'll go
to?
out tomorrow, so not a problem.
she is the prize fairy. She's like the tooth fairy. Put the tooth under the pillow tonight. You got your money tomorrow. And on that note, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. We love you. We appreciate you. And you guys are what make doing this so much more fun. So, okay. Off to SFR we go. Have a good night. See some of you tomorrow.